Today I'll be speaking on three important concepts. What is flexible allocation, a look of our current pilot projects, and an update on the current policy development. So what is flexible allocation? Flexible allocation is a modernized approach to safeguard water overuse, maximize irrigable acres, and promote good agronomic practices. It provides a practical path forward for growing irrigation acres where water resources are limited. With this approach, irrigators have more flexibility to use the current license allocation across a wider area. This opens the opportunity for more economic opportunities where there is limited water resources, promoting more efficient water management practices through water monitoring and reporting. While this approach offers numerous benefits, it does present the risk of the overusage of water, and that's why water monitoring and reporting plays a very important role in this concept. So why did we start exploring flexible allocation? We started evaluating this approach about 3 years ago after hearing growing interest from producers and industry. A common message that we heard is that we're not using our full 12-inch allocation and we would like to expand irrigation acres with the water we already have. That simple request was to the idea of flexible allocation. So how is water allocation currently determined? When a new irrigation project is proposed, the Water Security Agency typically starts with a water allocation of 12 inches of water per an acre. This duty aligns with the Ministry of Agriculture definition of intensive irrigator under the Irrigation Act and the irrigation regulations. In reality, when you factor in average rainfall, many crops in Saskatchewan don't require a full 12-inch allocation. So this allowed WSA of a hands-off approach with water monitoring. Now, you're probably wondering, how does flexible allocation work? With this approach, water is allocated by a total volume at a point of diversion, rather being tied to parcels of inches of water per an acre. So let's just walk through a quick example. Let's say an irrigator has a license for 500 acre-feet of water and he wants to expand his operation by 25%. But he doesn't have any more water in his area that can be licensed for irrigation. Instead of requesting more water, he can take the flexible allocation approach by developing another 130 acre pivot. So that brings his operation up to 630 acres with the same volume of water. So instead of having a 12-inch duty across all acres, now he has a duty about 10.5 inches across all acres. And that 10.5-inch average doesn't mean he needs to apply that water at that rate across all acres. It just means that he can apply more water to crops that might need it, such as faba beans, which is just right over there, and apply less water to crops that might not need it, such as lentils, as long as he's staying within his 500 acre-feet allocation. So we currently have 3 different pilot projects in the province testing out flexible allocation. So the first one is on the Saskatchewan water supply system, and this project was launched in 2023. The producer has a water right license for 1,500 acre-feet over 2,301 acres, so it works out to a water duty about 8 inches of water per an acre. Since water monitoring plays a very important role in this concept, the producer installed electromagnetic flow meters on their pilot last year. The benefit of using these flow meters is accurate with tracking water use. And WSA can access the reporting data in real time to monitor water usage. The second pilot project is also on the Seuss, and this is a new pilot project that will be tested this growing season. And the producer holds a water right license for 760 acre feet over 860 acres. So this producer has a average duty about 10 inches of water an acre. And he also is required. And the last pilot project is the Avonlea pilot project. This is also another new project that is being tested this growing season. And he has a water allocation of 605 acre feet over 790 acres, bringing the average water duty to about 9 inches of water per an acre. We also partnered with Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada and the University of Saskatchewan on the Agriculture Development Fund project to test flexible allocation on different field plots that are directly right behind me. So what are the producers saying? The farmers participating in these pilots tell us that they rarely use a full 12-inch allocation. Flexible allocation allows them to make better use of their licensed water allocation by adjusting their crop rotations, by adding more low water usage crops and also higher water usage crops. So now for an update on our policy. The goal of the policy is to create a practical path forward for increasing irrigation acres in water limited regions, while also protecting Saskatchewan's water resources. So to manage risk, the policy will include more rigorous monitoring and reporting, the implementation of flow meters, and also our IT team has been working really hard and they're developing a new online reporting database so producers can report digitally, and this will be a requirement as part of the flexible allocation policy. So currently we're doing some internal engagement within WSA on some thoughts and ideas on the policy, and soon we'll be engaging with external producers and industry to gather feedback and thoughts on this policy. So in closing, flexible allocation is about safeguarding Saskatchewan's water resources through responsible water management, increasing irrigation acres where water resources are limited, and protecting our most valuable resource, water.